We bought a house in a Frasers community because of that word, community.
Frasers were committed to doing something special here. They took the time to make sure that it was as good as it possibly could be.
It's hard to believe 10 years have passed. I'm extremely proud of what we've created. Quality homes and a rich, diverse community. We were really fortunate at Frasers to acquire this really unique development opportunity. If I look from where we started to where we've ended up, I think it's a real testimony to the evolution of the company. It really exemplifies what we strive to create. Connected, high quality developments where people feel that they live in an integrated community that's rich in amenity.
When I walk through Burwood Brickworks now that the vision has come to life, I find myself being incredibly proud of the outcome because what we've delivered here is exceptional, and that's been recognised by the various awards that have been given to the project for the outcomes which we've achieved.
One of the greatest things is seeing that vision transform over time and become a reality. Delivering a project of this scale is all about teamwork, getting the right team of consultants, the right property team within Frasers to work together and create this amazing development. Setting out a really strong vision from the beginning that everybody can identify, understand and get behind is really important.
I remember peering over the fence when we first started and looking at a derelict former quarry site, and I remember thinking, this project is going to need a lot of love. When we're designing landscape, we are thinking primarily about people and how people will actually be using the spaces, so that essentially parks are spaces for everyone to enjoy.
We love the playground, we love the parks, and having that just at your fingertips, it's a real blessing.
It's actually really nice when we go to the shops or the park, we always bump into someone that we know.
We both split our time between working from home and obviously working in the office. During your work day, you can just walk, a couple of 100 metres to grab a coffee. The fact that it's been so well designed, it actually makes you want to go for a walk.
My kids can go out by themselves, be safe, and we're just literally minutes away.
Our son Flynn is 12 and a half years old and has been playing ice hockey for about 4 or 5 years. The way in which this particular development was designed, it allows him to continually rollerblade throughout the estate. The Frasers Property Group has sponsored Flynn as part of the Victorian state team, so we feel fortunate. It's been a great opportunity for Flynn as well.
I think the thing I'm most proud of is when I see people using the landscape and enjoying the spaces. This morning I walked around the village green and there were people having exercise classes and just really outside enjoying the spaces and enjoying being with each other.
It's all about encouraging people to feel a sense of belonging to the buildings and to the wider precinct, and allowing them to meet their neighbours and establish friendships.
At Frasers Property, we strive to create exemplary communities where people belong. And I'm really proud because when I look at Burwood today, I think we've achieved that in every aspect.
So I think that sense of belonging and the connectedness is evident by the way people come together in the spaces that we've created.
What we're finding is since we have taken over the rooftop farm at Burwood Brickworks, people are really interested in what Cultivating community does, so it's been a great platform for us and our work. It's a way for communities to connect with each other over gardening and similar interests. We have affiliations with community houses, with charitable organisations that provide food relief that this produce is currently going to.
The way in which Burwood Brickworks comes together as a community. They form clubs as the picnics that they have, where they all come together and they're building connections is really a joy to see.
So the inspiration for the design was really to build on the principles that had been set down by the master plan. We were really interested in that idea of social connection and building a precinct which was going to be socially and environmentally sustainable.
So we're always keen to use elements that can actually activate and enliven the streetscape to make it feel like a real community.
All of these elements really contribute to a sustainable lifestyle for the residents.
What we're keen not to have is to have a cookie-cutter methodology of having houses that actually look very similar. We spent a lot of time looking at streetscapes, looking at edges, just to make sure that every place felt like it felt a little bit different and a little bit special in its own right.
The site has a strong history as a former quarry site. It would have been fairly obvious to use brick everywhere. We chose to use more subtle references to brick throughout the landscape. We've chosen to use herringbone patterning, where a material would cast a herringbone shadow onto the ground. In the playground, we have used some areas of recycled brick. We've designed a tower that is reminiscent of a 1940s brick chimney that used to be on the site. Burwood Brickworks has rejuvenated the entire suburb. The ability for people to walk through and around Burwood as a destination has been one of the successes.
Frasers ultimately delivered 500 apartments, 246 townhouses, 13,500 square metre retail shopping centre and 2.5 hectares of public open space.
10 years is a long time, and projects of this scale come with their challenges.
We're taking the lessons that we've learned from the way in which this development has come together, the connections, the green space, and that's being applied across all the things that we do.
We were really fortunate at Frasers to acquire this really unique development opportunity. The result is a real reflection of the hard work of not only our internal team at Frasers, but the other stakeholders, the council, the builders, the architects. It really is a collaborative effort to achieve this outcome.
I really think that the Burwood Brickworks epitomises the delivery of Frasers' vision. It really encourages people to come together and interact and form communities, and I think that's the bedrock of what Frasers is all about.